What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. I am DJ, aka Token Black Guy. If you are new here for the first time, please hit the like button, subscribe button. We are so close to our goal of 100 subscribers for the year. Like I said, I started on YouTube earlier this year and really got into it the past couple months. And my first goal hit 100 subscribers, and we are like 4 away. So if I can get 4 of y'all who like my content and want to subscribe and see more of it, I would truly appreciate it. But since my followers and viewers do love my Halo content, I recently started playing Halo Infinite. I recommend it. Campaign is very good. I'm probably about 3 hours into it right now. I love an open world concept, but today we're going to look at the Halo TV series. So there's a channel called Halo Canon that I've followed for a long time. I get a lot of my I watch him. He's very good at breaking down stuff and going deep into the lore of Halo and everything. And he's doing a breakdown and the Easter eggs of the Halo TV series. So we're going to check it out and see what things we missed and see what things that we're going to look forward to in this new show. Yeah, so without further ado, let's check it out. Here we go. Oh yeah, hit that like button, subscribe button. Really appreciate it. Here we go. Get my headphones on. Oh man, love that sound. Halo Canon. Like and subscribe to the channel. Very good.
Welcome back, Canonites. Announced in 2013 and met with years of delays, the Halo TV show is finally on the horizon. After some teasers, the first official trailer dropped at the recent Game Awards show.
1-7.
Fans have been speculating for years about what the show could be, and we finally have something real to look at and analyze.
I'm so excited.
So let's break down everything we can from this trailer.
I wish we had gotten the movie back in the day, but
let's talk about the characters that we see in this trailer. And we'll start with Dr. Halsey herself.
She's younger.
Portrayed here by Natasha McElhone, the TV series has seemingly decided to compromise between book Halsey's black hair and anime Halsey's blonde.
A little mixture
I
of both.
personally prefer the book-accurate black, but it's not a big issue. Next, we have Yeren Ha as Quan Ah, a 16-year-old from the Outer Colonies and a new character created for the show. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Quan will meet the Chief at a fateful time for them both. What this means is anyone's guess for now, but I imagine that Quan will be used to give viewers a look at how the Outer Colonies are treated by the UEG and help them understand why there is discord within human space.
So if you don't know, the Innies are the outer. Innies are a derogatory term for the Outer Colonies that rebelled against the Inner Colonies. They call them Innies because they don't want to be with the Inner Colonies, so it's a derogatory term. But
speaking of new characters, we also get to see everyone's favorite, Maquis, as played by Charlie Murphy. If you don't recall, Maquis is a human raised by members of the Covenant. When this was first announced, lore fans were in quite the uproar, myself included.
Interesting.
The Covenant hate humans, so why would they raise one? As time has passed
since the
announcement, I could easily see Maquis being raised in secret, perhaps being abducted by a San Shayum for some nefarious plot. Humans are incredibly useful for activating Forerunner tech. I wouldn't be surprised if even one member of the Covenant decided to exploit that.
Yeah.
And on a quick tangent, I want to address the recently revealed Heresy of the Chosen, as I'm sure some people will bring it up if I don't. Quickly though, for those unaware, the Heresy of the Chosen was a sect within the original Covenant that believed humans were holy since they could activate Forerunner tech. Revealed in the recent Halo Divine Wind, the Heresy of the Chosen seems
on my
to
audiobook
be a way for Maquis to make sense. However, it has been stated that Maquis, being raised by members of the Covenant, has come to share their contempt for humanity. That doesn't sound like it would fall in line with what we know of the Heresy of the Chosen, even with how little we do know. Anyway, moving on, the next character we're shown is Bokeem Woodbine's Soren 066. For anyone unaware, Soren was a Spartan 2 washout and, as a result, found himself behind a desk rather than on the battlefield.
Oh, got it.
Resentful, he eventually planned to defect to the insurrection, but was shot down when he tried to escape Reach. He survived the crash and escaped, though his story after that is largely unknown. Still, Soren must have found some help.
There's so much of the lore that I don't know about, even though I'm
at all.
Soren
was deformed when his body rejected the Spartan 2 augmentations, but he looks perfectly normal in the trailer. Next up, we have Commander Miranda Keyes, as played by Olive Gray.
Oh, did they race swap her? I don't know how I feel. I'm not against it, but gosh, that's just not what I picture Miranda Keyes, because Miranda Keyes is, I don't know. I gotta
say, she looks good in the uniform. Interestingly, the bars on her collar would indicate that she's already a commander. In the main lore, Miranda was promoted to a lieutenant commander in April 2550 and had achieved the rank of commander by 2552. While she's said to be a scientist of sorts in the show, something we never saw from her in the games,
I don't
it looks
mind
like
the race
show
swapping,
isn't
but
brushing
I
over her
just,
military
in my head,
service.
that's not what I picture.
Hopefully Miranda can get some real character development in the show, something she never received in the games or even the expanded universe. Next up, let's talk about the new Spartans who will join Master
125.
Chief. We get close-ups of Vonic 134, who will be portrayed by Bentley Kalu, and Kai 125, who will be portrayed by Kai Kennedy.
Okay.
Vonic looks to have black armor with some gold accents, wears an EOD helmet with a red visor, and carries a DMR. Kai looks like she has dark blue armor, wields a sniper rifle, and wears a helmet that looks like a fusion between the new Trailblazer helmet and EOD.
Okay.
The final Spartan is Riz 028, played by Natasha Kulzak, though we don't get as good a look at her. She seems to have some red accents on her armor and looks like she's wearing a version of the scout helmet.
She's
She also
slimmer.
has comms equipment on her back. The last character shot we get, other than the Master Chief's superhero landing, is of this man.
Who's
I don't recognize the actor, and as far as I'm aware, he hasn't been identified as of yet. However, I would guess he's likely an outer colonist based on his clothing, maybe a smuggler. We do see the rubble in this trailer, or what looks like the rubble, which was originally home to insurrectionists and outlaws.
I remember that.
But that should cover the characters we see, so we next move on to locations.
Gray team?
The trailer features a number of locations, some new, some familiar.
High Cherry looks so good.
The very first shot features an unknown city on an unknown colony, one that has rings like Saturn, and right off the bat, I love the environmental storytelling here. We can see solar panels in the distance for gathering power, and what looks to be a massive shield, perhaps protecting the city from sandstorms.
If that's the city,
they might also serve other purposes too.
Massive.
A new vehicle debuts in this shot as well.
Yeah, what is that?
The next shot initially confused me, as I thought we were seeing the events of Sigma Octantis 4 being brought to life. However, while it's possible the scene was inspired by the Battle of Sigma Octantis 4, this is definitely something different. This artifact, seemingly Forerunner, looks like it was found in some previously hidden underground chamber. The next shot shows us a human city on another colony, this one more developed seemingly than the one we saw at the trailer's start. Perhaps
the
this is
visuals look so good.
Wherever it's meant to be, there are some interesting details.
I just want to know where at in the time frame are we doing all this.
Has 5 turrets atop it, which almost look like they were modeled off the turrets from Halo Wars. And along with some Pelicans, we can spot what appears to be a Halberd-class destroyer.
Okay.
Our next location shot brings us to what appears to be the inside of an asteroid-turned colony. Later in the trailer, we see what appears to be the rubble, the series of interconnected asteroids that much of Halo the Cole Protocol was set in. Originally a home to insurrectionists and rebels hiding from the UNSC, it became home to several refugees when the nearby colony of Madrigal was attacked. It's interesting, too, to see the rubble here as, in the aforementioned book, the rubble ends up being destroyed. Regardless, I have to admit, the designs for these asteroid colonies looks really cool. A mix of elements from the Belter colonies of the Expanse and Nowhere from the MCU, or something straight out of an old anime like Cowboy Bebop or Outlaw Star. The point is, it looks great. The next shot might be fans excited the most, showing off the beautiful shot of High Charity, the Covenant's holy city. It seems like the design was largely inspired by the station's H2A makeover, but we can see some distinct differences. Notably, this long beam of white light running through the spires of gifting, the docking platforms that run up High Charity's spine, for lack of a better word. After that, we move over to this scene, showing a young child wandering around what I would assume are some ruins. Perhaps a young John 117 stumbling upon something beneath his home city. Alternatively, perhaps this is a young Maquis before she was taken in by members of the Covenant. Next up, we have a shot with several UNSC personnel running through a hangar bay, seemingly getting stuff ready to deploy. We can see pelicans, warthogs, scorpions, and even a couple mongooses. While we can't see much detail, the costuming here looks pretty damn good, as does the CG for the UNSC vehicles.
I will say.
Next, we see a series of pelicans flying through the city we saw earlier, though this time at night. Interestingly, the pelicans in the background have an orange strip on their wings, while the lead, number 325, doesn't. The lead pelican here also looks to be ever so slightly different from the others in the scene.
Different squadrons,
if maybe this is an older model, maybe the D-75 we first heard about in Halo Oblivion.
The thrusters look different on the front.
Finally, let's talk about the story. I think at this point, it's evident to say that the show won't be following the canon of the games, books, and other Halo media. It seems like it's taking disparate elements from the games and expanded universe and remixing them into a new story.
As long as they do it justice, like don't go too crazy with it.
Meant to be Halsey talking to a young John, even says, quote, "I see this as a new beginning," basically telling fans this isn't the Halo they know, so to speak. It's hard to discern any solid details.
That's what I'm worried about, man.
It's more about the spectacle of Halo being in live action on such a scale than giving fans an idea of the show's actual story. That being said, I figured I would lay out the story as I see it so far. Master Chief and his fellow Spartans discover what turns out to be a Forerunner artifact during a mission. This artifact will become the central driver of the plot, as Dr. Halsey, Miranda Keyes, and Jacob Keyes all find themselves working together to unlock
Jacob Keyes is gonna be black,
dealing with their complicated family history.
So let me pause again. Again, I don't mind race swapping, but come on, man. Like, we've all seen the game. He's white. I mean, he's white. I mean, I don't know. In my head, I pictured, when you say Jacob Keyes, I picture an old white Navy style kind of guy. That's who we saw growing up playing Halo 1 through all the Halo 3 died. And then Miranda Keyes, it's just like, I don't know. I'm not mad. I'm just, I wish it went a different route. But okay, we'll go. Whatever.
At the same time, I'm sure we'll see perspectives from characters like Quan Ha and Maquis, fleshing out the beliefs and ideologies of the different factions found within Halo's lore. Maquis, I imagine, will be sent after the Forerunner artifact, infiltrating human society, and perhaps learning that the beliefs
I don't know her story. I gotta find a book about her and read about her.
Accurate. Quan Ha is also said to encounter the Chief at a pivotal moment in both of their lives, so I'm thinking Quan might be inspired to join the UNSC after she works with the Master Chief.
Yeah.
Really, though, I'm just grasping at straws here, but I wanted to share some thoughts on what the story might be beyond the obvious. With that, though, I think we can wrap up this trailer breakdown. I still wish the show had been set in the established canon. There's so much of the Human Covenant War and so much of the Chief's personal history that hasn't been fleshed out. Other than a handful of events, the Chief's service record from 2526 through 2552 has a lot of blank spaces to insert new stories.
I agree.
And it's not like there can't be smaller moments of character development for the Chief.
Yeah, just fill the gaps in all that.
Masterfully demonstrated in his recent Master Chief novels. But that's not what's happening. The Halo TV show will seemingly tell its own story. We may see versions of its characters appear in the games or books or other media, but the show itself seems wholly separate from the main continuity. While that does sour my excitement for the show, I can at least go in with the right mindset. So, what did you all think of this first look? Let me know in the comments below. What has you excited, what has you worried, and all that. Also, consider joining the conversation over on the Halo Canon Discord. But whatever your choice, thank you for watching as always. Stick around for that Patreon shoutout, and until next time, this has been Halo Canon. First, I'd like to give a big thank you to our Horospis patrons.
Shout out to Halo Canon, man. He always does good work with these videos and everything. He does really good breakdowns and stuff, so I highly recommend his channel. Go give him a like and subscribe. But yeah, man, I'm seeing that I'm bringing my bar expectations down now. They're not going to be like going within, the game lore or the book lore. They're doing their own separate thing, which it can be a good thing and a bad thing. I will say the whole Captain Keyes being black, I'm just like, come on, man. I mean, again, I don't mind race swapping, but I wish they would have kept it more canon related, him being white or whatever. But it is what it is. Do I get like a good analysis of what the story is going to be, man? I'm going to set my bar down. Visually, though, this looks amazing. I ain't gonna lie. Like, the visuals look amazing. Spartan looks good. Armor look good. The environments look amazing. High Charity. Like, I can go back to High Charity. That looks amazing. Like, the CGI and this the way it looks. Like, I remember reading the description in the books and everything. That's what it looks like. But again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Are you kind of like me, setting your bar down a little bit lower for this, or you're still excited about it? Like, I'm 50-50 right now. So But leave a like down below, leave a comment below. Until next time, guys. I'll see you. I see you. Let's get this right. Words are hard. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.